Hey there! Get ready to rumble because we've got an action-packed lineup of epic MMA showdowns coming your way. From jaw-dropping knockouts to heart-pounding battles, these fighters are leaving it all in the cage. So, grab your snacks, settle into your seats, and let's dive into the world of mixed martial arts. Aljamain Sterling versus Bryan Caraway. Picture this. Aljamain Sterling, with his flashy moves and knockout potential, wasn't just about to let his fists do the talking. Oh no. After totally owning Johnny Eduardo, Sterling hopped onto social media like a champ to call out Bryan Caraway. It was more than just scoring another fight. It was personal. Sterling had Caraway square in his sights and he made sure the whole world knew it. Caraway, fresh off a win against Eddie Wineland, wasn't the type to back away from a showdown. These two went at it, not just in the virtual world, but also in interviews and press conferences. The anticipation. It was like waiting for the finale of your favorite show. When the big night finally came, fans were on the edge of their seats, wondering if Sterling's smack talk would actually translate into success in the cage. Both fighters brought their A game, but in the end, Caraway clinched a close split decision. Ouch! Tough break for Sterling, who'd pumped so much energy into hyping up the fight. Lesson learned. Sometimes, it's the moves inside the octagon that count the most.
And something Sterling should have tried a minute ago if he wanted to go the distance. Caraway raises his hands the first round. Aljamain Sterling gets him down, drags him, takes the back, then just wanted more here. Despite the butterfly, now here's the third.
Do Ho Choi versus Cub Swanson cue the excitement? Do Ho Choi, aka the Korean Superboy, stole hearts worldwide with his electrifying knockout power. After steamrolling Thiago Tavares, Choi wasted no time in targeting Cub Swanson for his next bout. He saw Swanson as the perfect sparring partner for a nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat showdown. And Swanson? Oh, he's never one to turn down a good fight. He took Choi's challenge head-on, setting the stage for a UFC 206 Battle Royale. Fans were practically bouncing off the walls with anticipation, eager to witness the clash of these two aggressive titans. When the bell rang, it was like unleashing two tornadoes into the cage. Despite Choi's relentless pressure, Swanson's experience and skill shone through, snagging him a unanimous decision victory. Tough break for Choi, who was hoping to make a statement. But hey, every setback is just a setup for an epic comeback. Artem Lobov versus Cub Swanson. Artem Lobov, the gritty brawler with a heart of gold, didn't hold back when it came to calling out his next challenger. Fresh off a hard-fought win against Teruto Ishihara, Lobov locked onto Cub Swanson like a missile, seeing him as the perfect sparring partner for his next big fight. What followed was an epic Twitter showdown, with Lobov and Swanson slinging verbal punches left, right, and center. But you know what? These guys aren't just talkers. They're fighters. So they agreed to settle their beef inside the octagon. And man, was it a showdown for the ages. The arena was packed, the energy crackling like fireworks on the 4th of July. When the dust settled, Swanson's superior technique and experience sealed the deal with a unanimous decision victory. Tough luck for Lobov, but hey, he showed the heart of a lion in there. Nick Diaz versus Georges St-Pierre. Nick Diaz, the master of sass and swagger, didn't hold back when he accused Georges St-Pierre of ducking him. Oh boy, did that set the stage for a clash of the titans. Diaz's boldness had everyone on the edge of their seats, clamoring for a shot at the welterweight title. And GSP? Always the gentleman. He took Diaz's challenge in stride, seeing it as a chance to prove his doubters wrong. UFC 158 was the battlefield and fans were practically frothing at the mouth in anticipation. When these two finally squared off, it was like watching two gladiators enter the arena. In the end, St-Pierre's wrestling and grappling skills clinched him a unanimous decision victory. Tough break for Diaz, who was gunning for that title. But hey, he showed some serious grit out there. Kenny Florian versus BJ Penn. Kenny Florian's call-out of BJ Penn rocked the MMA world like an earthquake. Florian, with his technical prowess and never-say-die attitude, saw Penn as the ultimate test of his skills. And Penn? Oh, he's not one to shy away from a challenge. UFC 101 was set to be a clash of the titans, with fans drooling over the prospect of these two duking it out. When the cage door slammed shut, it was like watching two lions circling each other. In the end, Penn's grappling skills proved too much for Florian, scoring him a win with a relentless ground assault. Tough luck for Florian, but hey, he fought like a champ. Derek Lewis versus Matt Mitrione. Derek Lewis wasted zero time in targeting Matt Mitrione after his jaw-dropping knockout victory. These two went at it like kids in a schoolyard, trading barbs on social media and interviews. But you know what? they're not just keyboard warriors, they're fighters. So they agreed to settle their score inside the octagon. And boy, was it a battle for the ages. When the dust cleared, it was Lewis who emerged victorious with a knockout just 41 seconds into the first round. Tough break for Mitrione, but hey, he showed some serious guts in there. Brendan Schaub versus Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. Brendan Schaub aimed high, setting his sights on the legendary Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. Both fighters agreed to throw down, and UFC 134 was the stage for their epic showdown. When the cage door shut behind them, it was like watching two bulls locking horns. In the end, Nogueira's knockout sealed the deal, leaving Schaub to fight another day. Tough luck, buddy, but you showed some serious heart out there. Michael Johnson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Michael Johnson's social media campaign for a fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov lit up the internet. Despite some initial hesitation, Khabib eventually took the bait, and UFC 205 was the battleground. When these two finally squared off, it was like watching two freight trains colliding. In the end, Khabib's grappling skills secured him a submission victory in the third round. Tough luck for Johnson, but man, did he bring the heat. Beth Correa versus Ronda Rousey.
Ronda!
Just good Lord. Look, first of all, congratulations.
Alguma coisa te surpreendeu sobre essa luta?
Beth Correa's bold claim that she'd hand Ronda Rousey her worst beating ever had fans buzzing like bees in a hive. UFC 190 was the setting for their epic showdown. When the cage door closed, it was like watching two lions ready to pounce. In the end, Rousey's knockout sealed the deal just 34 seconds into the first round. Tough break for Correa, but hey, she showed some serious grit out there. Glover Teixeira versus Anthony Johnson. Glover. Teixeira wasted no time in calling out Anthony Johnson after his win over Rashad Evans. UFC 202 was the stage for their clash of the titans. When these two finally went toe-to-toe, it was like watching a hurricane meet a tornado. In the end, Johnson's knockout came just 13 seconds into the first round. Tough luck for Teixeira, but man, did he give it his all. What a rollercoaster of emotions, am I right? The incredible display of sportsmanship and respect shown by these warriors, win or lose. It's moments like these that remind us why we fell in love with MMA in the first place. So as we wrap up another epic night of action, let's take a moment to applaud these fighters for their dedication, their passion, and their unwavering commitment to the sport we all love. And hey, if you enjoyed the show as much as we did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future matchups.